Jeana, and I've got Celine with me today.
Hello.
Yay! So last week, one of you guys mentioned that you wanted to hear an overview or a sneak peek of our reward center and what's coming up for our January rewards. So I got Celine over here so she can tell us exactly what's in the reward center. We are going to put the things in the reward center the day before New Year's.
So the day before New Year's Eve. So usually the rewards hit the night before the first day of the next month. But this time, because we're taking off New Year's Eve, it will hit Thursday night. So the night before will be all the new rewards, and then the month before will be all gone. So if you have anything in the reward center right now that you really want to spend your points on, make sure you get it now because it will be gone.
It'll be gone.
And we don't usually bring things back for a long time once they're out.
No, once they're gone, we don't do it again for a while.
Still
And we want to let you know that when we do put things in the reward center, they're often limited quantities. So it's a good idea. If you see something that you like, get on there, put in your order, and get it right away. So a few tips about rewards, right? Something you need to know is that you can only order one of an item. You can you can get several different items in the reward center, but you can only get one of each per order. So if you want more than one of a reward, you're gonna have to put in another order in order to get a second one of those. Also, you have to be putting in an order. You can't just go on my website and spend your reward points and get gifts. The system doesn't allow you to do that. You actually have to order something else, from the store, pay for something, and then you can use your reward points to get all your other things. Those are just kind of our ground rules for using the reward center, things that we've learned over 15 years that works and makes it so it works mutually for you and for us. So let's dive in. What should we choose first?
Let's start with just some of the little things. So these are just fun little things that take just a few points to get. We always have a few things in the reward center that are just really small items. Maybe it's just, you can spend a couple points on a sample that you've always wanted to try. So of course we have an Ice Clinical Sample Duo. This one is Cleansing Complex, which is their #1 selling product, and Active Serum, which is their #2 selling product. So you're getting their 2 top selling products in a nice little trial set. This isn't going to be very many points, so it's a great little thing to just pick up. Then you can try these out, or you can use these for traveling if you're just going away for the weekend or a couple days. It's a really great little trial set.
And I'll give the who's going to like these. So everybody loves this cleanser. Acne prone, dry skin, normal skin, everybody. This is a really nice gel cleanser. That's just all around great. The sample that you get in here is a little foil pack sample. So good for a weekend trip, something like that. The Active Serum is actually one of those nice little dropper bottles.
Pretty big.
A little dropper in there. Active Serum is a great serum for smoothing the texture of the skin. It's good for anyone who gets minor blemishes here and there. It's just a really great acid serum. So it's a gentle acid serum that does correction to the skin, smooths the texture, helps to lighten dark pigmentation because it's just going to exfoliate it off of there, and then helps with any blemishes, blackheads, or a little bit of congestion in the skin. It's just a wonderful active serum, right? Okay, what's next?
So one last thing about Active Serum is it's like, they call it like an instant glow giver for literally any skin type, because it's going to help brighten up the skin, gently exfoliate, so anyone with kind of dull skin will see immediate results after using it one time.
Active Serum can also, for really sensitive skin, can be mixed with your daytime moisturizer or your nighttime moisturizer. Just put a few drops in your moisturizer. And I don't know if some of you were around in the 80s and you know that we were all buying AHA moisturizers. That was a moisturizer that had glycolic acid and different acids, and they were super popular during the 80s. We don't do that as much anymore, but if you want to make yourself an AHA moisturizer, you can customize any moisturizer that you have by putting a few drops of this in, and it gives that little extra boost of plumping and exfoliating acid in there. It's nice.
Okay,
what's next?
Let's jump around. Okay, so I was originally going to go from like the cheapest items are like the least amount of points to the biggest. So maybe we should just jump around, make it more fun that way.
Sure.
So let's jump around. So this is one of my personal favorite cleansers because it's very flexible. I like to mix it with things and be creative with it. So it's the Tashmu Milky Wash from Hollyfrog. So the first time I used this, I was like, okay, yeah, it's a creamy cleanser. Like it worked really well to cleanse my skin without drying my skin out. It rinses completely clean. But I was like, that's it. But I actually found that I love to keep this on hand to mix with more acidic exfoliating cleansers. So at home right now, my boyfriend is obsessed with Lemieux Exfoliating Cleanser, which is a pretty exfoliating cleanser. It's got salicylic, lactic. I think it even has some glycolic in there. It's pretty strong.
It's
and it's very foamy. Like if you have oily skin, your skin will feel tight afterwards because it's really
it cleans the pores out. If you get cellular debris, that cleanser just takes care of it.
Yes.
But yeah, mix it
with this, and it's so good. It becomes a gently exfoliating but creamy. It smells good. It's just an amazing mix. And I can do that with any really harsh exfoliating cleanser that I just don't feel like is gonna be gentle enough for me that day. Because sometimes I'll use Lemieux exfoliating cleanser by itself, but not all the time.
Yeah.
It'll make me feel very dry.
Right, once a week you can use a stronger cleanser, even a glycolic cleanser, just to clarify the skin. But if you have blackheads, this is a trick I developed in the treatment room. I've been teaching my clients forever. Is you take a creamy cleanser like Tashmu and you mix it with a glycolic cleanser, like that one from Lemieux, the Essence, or we have Skin Script glycolic cleanser, we have Bion glycolic cleanser. You mix these two together, massage them into your face, and then I have a couple of ways you can do that. You can take some saran wrap and lay a piece of saran wrap here.
Makes you look really crazy.
Over the nose, or just lay a strip of saran wrap over the nose where you have the blackheads. One across here, keep your mouth open, non-covered so you can breathe, okay? But by putting on that plastic wrap and then take a warm towel and compress, or warm compress, and lay it on there, the creaminess in this combined with the glycolic acid just gets right into those blackheads and just softens them all up. So you can easily use 2 Q-tips to extract those blackheads right out of the skin. It's a wonderful trick. So I just love to do that for a home facial if you have blackheads, or if you just wanting to get some extra clarifying, you want to get a little extra brightening into your skin's looking a little dull, mix a little acid cleanser with a creamy cleanser, and you'll have a lot of fun with that. So Tashmu, I love that name. When did they come up with that? Do you know what it?
I think it's a famous lake. So I believe that all of the cleansers from Hollyfrog are named after lakes.
Oh,
so Tashmu.
There we go. Tashmu. I want to go to Lake Tashmu.
I know, me too.
I'm gonna look it up after this and see what it looks like. Okay.
Okay, so that is that cleanser.
On the cleansing note, let me go grab our special, we always try to put a device in the reward center for you guys. So this month, I'm gonna go grab the device. I'll be right back. Speaking of cleansing, this is our Hello Glow. I love this. Adults love this, teens love this, everyone loves this little brush. To me, it looks like a little egg in an egg cup. It's very bright and cheerful. It's the perfect thing for in the morning when you want to be washing your face. It turns on, has a sonic vibration, and it has, I think you can see, it has some different size nubs. So you've got some larger nubs here, and then real silky, smooth nubs on this side. So depending on where you're cleansing, you can use the different size of nubs. And this is just, if you've watched some of my videos, I think probably my most important video for you to watch is my 3-minute detoxifying cleanse. That is like a #1 game changer with my clients. When they start using that cleansing massage and they actually cleanse their skin for 3 minutes, the skin is better hydrated, it's better detoxified, the lymph is moving, the skin is firmer and tighter, and it makes such a huge difference. So this can add some fun to that 3-minute cleanse and makes it more interesting. With teens, I find that they actually get in and do a better job of cleansing. I mean, how many of you have seen your teenager cleanse their face and they just go like this and they're done rinsing it off? That's all they cleanse. They don't get in there and do all the little detail work and get all those pores cleansed and all the little areas. Well, this little brush helps them to do that. So this is in the reward center. Looks like this in the box.
Also,
Very
hot
pretty.
tip, if you have body congestion or blackheads, the back side of it has the kind of larger, denser nubs, and that's created for the body. So it's
Yeah,
really
that's
good
for your
that.
chest, your back.
And it's totally
Anyway.
waterproof. You can drop it into the bathtub. It's totally cool. It has an awesome little wireless charging port, so you just set it in the stand itself. You can have it on your bathroom counter, and it just starts charging anytime
Yeah.
it's in there.
The little charging
great.
nubs are right in there, and then there's where it plugs in. I had someone reach out to us at live chat, and they said there's nowhere to plug in. There's no way to charge the unit, and I had to explain to her, well, actually it goes on the back of the stand.
There's no like little hole or anything that you have to make sure is sealed back up again when you charge it or when you put it in the bathtub. It's very easy. So that's exciting. That's
Anything
our
else that
center.
goes with cleansing? Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of the next step.
So these pads, I have a very funny story to tell you with these. These are Lemieux, and they're Vita C clear skin pads. This is a combination of vitamin C and glycolic. And I will sometimes use these pads. You put it on all over and you leave it on. You don't rinse it off. Put your moisturizer on top, and within a few hours, your skin is plump and glowing. And if I want to get compliments, this is a quick way to do it. I have a number of supermodels that are Art of Skincare clients, and one time, we keep them in stock now, but we used to have trouble getting enough of them in to keep them in stock for our clients. And I once had one of those supermodels, so sweet, reach out to me so mad. She said that I was ruining her career by not having these in stock, and she would order 3 packs of them at a time. And I tell you, I was so upset too. I was like, I don't want to ruin your career. But these little pads just make the skin perfect. They also get rid of blackheads, soften lines, help with dark pigmentation. If you have lines around your lips, these pads are amazing to use on that area, and then use one of our lip serums, one of those heavier lip serums, Lemieux lip serum, or Hale and Hush. Yes, Rhonda Ellison has a lip serum that's got that oligopeptide in it, so it's really occlusive. Hale and Hush, I love the Hale and Hush one's called Brilliant Lips, Eye Lip. So use this pads to exfoliate that area, and then put on that Brilliant Eye and Lip Serum all around there, and it really helps plump up those fine lines around the mouth. Those pesky lines. Ah.
It's
So- let's show
the
me
quick tip
inside.
on this
Show
though.
how it works.
Okay, we can do that. So the biggest things for this is that it is like an antioxidant balm. So that really helps with oxidizing the pores. That's why it helps with blackheads so much, in combination with glycolic acid, which is exfoliating the gunk out of the pores.
Yes.
So you have this really awesome combination, and of course there's hyaluronic acid in here because it's a Lemieux product, and they use it in everything, which is very plumping. So it's just a really nice glow-giving product.
Many times people think they have blackheads in this area, and they say, I squeeze it out every single day and the next day it's back. That's not blackheads, that's sebaceous filaments. It's normal. I mean, we'd have to die not to have that. That's a sign that you're still alive and your skin's still producing oil. But what happens is that oil can oxidize, so it starts to look a little brown. So that's why these pads, like Celine said, they have the vitamin C as a strong antioxidant. That's going to help those oils from turning brown, like an apple will turn brown, right? This is going to help with keeping that oil from turning brown, and then you combine it with the glycolic acid, which helps to flush and exfoliate the pore, and it's a pretty fancy combination. Let's show them how it works.
Show how it works? Okay. So it comes with a jar of pads and a jar of solution. And I've had some people say like, oh, I like to only put in like half the solution and save it and use other pads. I've personally tried that, but I feel like then my pads aren't like juicy and wet enough.
They're
and
too
I want
dry.
them to be juicy, and I want to get the best out of them. So personally, I don't like to do that. So you have all of your pads in here. And my favorite thing about Lemieux pads is they're soft. They are silky, silky soft.
But they don't fall apart.
Yeah, there are some pads out there that are like kind of more rough and scratchy, which is good if you need a little bit of physical exfoliation. But these are so silky soft, and I really like that because my skin is a little more sensitive to like rough, scratchy things.
And then you just open this bottle and you pour the whole thing in. Go. I think there's a little protective serum in there.
I thought I was gonna do that.
This is so much fun, you guys. This is like doing one of those infomercials.
Okay. It is so fun.
It is fun. So we're just putting the whole thing in. Yeah, we're gonna put this one down in here.
There's a lot of solution in
there.
bottle.
You can see why people say, I don't put all the solution. You could probably stop at this point and you could use it on a toner pad for a few days until you run out. But there it is. I'm gonna tip, if I tip it, it'll pour out.
Yeah.
Then we put our lid on.
It smells like bubbles faintly.
It's very low scent. So for those of you that like low scent, there's low to no scent, and they're very much, not much to it. That's it. Massage that all over your face, your neck, your back, everywhere, and let it dry.
Back of the hands.
Put it on your
if you have sun damage
yeah.
on your hands, this is really, really nice for sunspots and hands.
The arms, my whole arms, they need it. My arms look older than my face does. Okay.
Okay, that's that product. Okay, let's do this little product. This is my favorite scent from Farmhouse Fresh.
I was asking about that because I've never smelled this one, so I'm like, well, what does it smell like? So this is called.
So we also have the body washes now, and we have Pink Moon in the body wash, and it is also.
Okay, let me slow down a little bit. Tell people what we have in our hands here. This is from Farmhouse Fresh. This is their little moisturizer. It's in a small tube. It's for the body and the hands, but a lot of times we like to use these smaller containers as our hand cream. And what Celine is saying, it also comes in a body wash, but so tell me about the scent.
Okay,
what does it smell like? Pink Moon, it sounds pretty, but I haven't smelled this one.
Open the seal. I feel like sometimes the way they describe scents is different than how they smell to me. Because I think they describe this one as like a powder. Let's see, how do they describe this? They describe this as notes of powdered musk, licorice blossom, and sweet sponge sugar. So like all Farmhouse Fresh scents is on the sweeter side.
Okay, so I definitely smell a powdered musk.
Powdered musk is what I like it.
So that has that earthiness to it.
It brings the scent down. It's sweet, but it's not like an up here sweet. I don't know how to
Right,
describe it.
first
It's like a warm, close to the body.
First I smell the powdered musk, and then I get a top note of cotton candy. Just on that very top note. And there, a little brown sugar, cotton candy-ish. That's nice. I like it. Okay, something nice because all of us have dry hands in the wintertime. So you get yourself a Pink Moon hand cream.
Oh, and okay, I'll throw this in just for the heck of it. My tip with if you're acne prone and you touch your face a lot, and so you're afraid to use non-acne safe hand creams like this is not acne safe. The tip is to put a little blob on the back of your hand, and then don't let it touch the front of your fingers. Just go like this. And like rub it into your hands. It sounds weird,
and then
but
your fingertips won't get it on your
yeah,
face. Just don't rest like this.
Yeah, you don't have it all over your fingertips. But the driest part of my hands is this section here, anyways, and down around my wrist. So as long as I hit that part, and I'm gonna smell it still, I can still smell it, and I still get the experience.
The scent is.
And I just make sure that I'm not like plastic in my hand.
There you go. There's an acne tip for using non-acne safe hand cream.
You just can't help yourself because they smell so good.
They smell so good. We all have to have luxuries in life.
Let's do one of the biggest items in the reward center.
Drum roll. Drum roll. This is something all of you are going to want to know about because we know how much you love Tove. And if you don't know what Tove is, I definitely think you know what Sculpla is. Sculpla, the manufacturer of Sculpla, is called Tove, and so they're putting that now on all the boxes. So a lot of times you're going to start seeing Tove instead of Sculpla.
Well, actually, you're going to see House of Polylactic Acid. So
that's
like
the new
House
thing
of Pancakes.
Yeah, so let me show you. So down here we have the Tove brand. That's who makes it. Then up here, there is a small word Scopla, but they've added in.
Actually, the eye cream doesn't have hop on it yet. It's the only one they haven't changed yet.
Okay.
But they're in the
It's
process.
coming. It's coming. Pretty soon, instead of Scopla, it's going to say HOP. And that stands for House of PLLA. So, these companies like to rebrand. So, but this is in the Reward Center.
It's such a unique bottle and
The
applicator.
packaging is so fun. So you push this down, it pumps out through the little hole, and then this applicator is nice and cool. So as you apply it, let's get some out on here so you can see. I have to pump probably a while to get it going.
It's a
here.
brand new one.
This is brand spanking new. There it is. See it on there? And then you use that little tip, which is nice and cold. So it really cools the eyes. If you have puffy eyes or dark circles under your eyes, this really gets in there and does the trick. Why did we need an eye cream from Scopla? Because Cavapla, their serum, makes the eyes puffy. You have to stay below the orbital bone with your Cavapla or your eyes get puffy. So they took the great ingredients, removed the puffy ingredients, and they gave us this for our eyes. My eyes really need this. How many of you, raise your hands, had too much sugar and too much alcohol during the holidays? My skin's dehydrated, I've had too much sugar, and I have this crepey skin underneath my eyes. So this feels really good.
I'll also say, if you picked up an eye rejuvenator, one of the MBK eye rejuvenators during the holiday, that is so wonderful with this eye cream.
Yes.
Feels
Put
really
this on
good.
and then get your eye rejuvenator and use that in the same way. I
So
love the
I
eye
saw a
rejuvenator.
question come through today in customer service. Someone said, you know, MBK eye rejuvenator is microcurrent. Shouldn't we be using a microcurrent conductive gel, not an eye cream with it? But actually, because it's a very gentle low wave microcurrent, it works great with any water-based eye product. So as long as you're not using an oil-based, because oil does not conduct at all. As long as it's water-based, it's still going to give you that conduction.
It does conduct, and it's using the right kind of frequency, so it really helps with product penetration. So it's really going to help this product to penetrate better into the skin.
So funny. I wonder if it's going to
Use it on your lips too.
I wonder if it's picking up on your guys' end. I mean, you'll have to leave in the comments if you can hear. My dog has been like moving around in the background this whole time, trying to find a comfy spot to sit, and keeps like loudly grunting, like, oh.
She's kind of groaning.
She doesn't know
and
where to
stuff.
lay.
We'll get her to come over and say hi before we sign
That's
off.
so funny.
Okay, let's see. Next thing here. Let's go back to cleanser again because we have a little travel system for our Neogenesis fans.
Let me say why I picked this. So we often do a lot of little Neogenesis travel-y little sets in the Reward Center, but I picked this one because everyone right now is getting their winter treatment. So peels, lasers, different resurfacing treatments.
Yes,
and this is
we're
what
dealing
everyone
with
needs.
hyperpigmentation. We're trying to peel that off at this time of year.
Yep. So this is a nice little. Yep. This is a very simple duo. You can add it to any little routine after a treatment, or any retinol, or tretinoin if you're using that routine. It's the cleanser in the mini size from Neogenesis and barrier renewal cream. So these are going to protect your skin, gently cleanse, and then offer this really nice layer of protection for your barrier to help rebuild and heal. So it's like a necessity if you're doing anything that's resurfacing to the skin during the winter, which a lot of people are right now.
Barrier renewal is not too heavy. So, but it provides that perfect lipid balance that your skin barrier needs. So it is perfect to use with retinol or anytime you're doing any kind of correction or anytime you disrupted your skin barrier. She did a great job. This is a great little kit for you guys.
I have oily combo skin and I still like the texture of barrier renewal.
Yeah.
Because it's not
all of our
waxy
clients
at
from
all.
oily to dry like barrier renewal works for them.
It's good stuff. Last but not least.
Well, not last. We have a couple more.
Oh, we do have a
things.
couple more. You're right. Okay.
More
But this
things.
is a good
This
one.
is a nice bigger size gift. This comes from Rhonda Allison, and this is for those who get a little blemish prone. You get the hormonal, blemishes once a month, or even a little bit more blemishes if you have one or two going on. This is a great kit for you. If you have upwards of 5. If you have 10 or more blemishes all the time, do our acne program. This is not the kit for you. But if you get hormonal breakouts, you have 5 or less at a time, and it's not all month long, or you just have a teenager who gets a few blemishes, just needs a good skincare routine, this little kit.
Well, so actually, it's not a skincare routine.
Okay.
This is a facial set. So this is for giving yourself weekly facials, and it'll probably last like 2 months if you're only using these items for your weekly facials. And it's really targeted for mild acne, oily skin, anyone who has pigment left over from acne, or really anyone with hyperpigmentation, because it has the skin brightening mask in it, which is a bestseller from my house, and it's really amazing.
So it has in it the green tea beta cleanse. So this is a salicylic acid cleanser with green tea, so it's super anti-inflammatory. That's why it's so great for hormonal breakouts, because those hormonal breakouts are often due to inflammation in the skin. So this just soothes and calms that right down. Then we have in here the blemish serum. She's gonna read it for me.
This is the Hydrating Relief Serum, which is it used to be, what did it used to be called?
Hydra Complex.
Hydra Complex.
So this is a light oil. So what they're wanting you to do for this facial is, Rhonda wants you to wash your face with this, doing my 3-minute detoxifying cleanse. So go find that video and watch it. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to put on the Clear Bright Zyme. This is a wonderful enzyme. It's this aqua green color, and it's so potent that oftentimes when you take the lid off, the seal that's on there is already coming loose because these enzymes digest away that seal on the bottle. Doesn't mean that your bottle's been opened before, there's anything wrong with it. There's just nothing we can do with this enzyme to stop it from eating the glue. But it's fantastic. So you're gonna brush this on. I like to use a nice little brush or your fingertips, put it on, and you really feel it. Feels very active. You're gonna leave it sit on the skin for 10, 15 minutes, then you rinse it off, remove it, and then you're gonna put on the wasabi mask. I love the wasabi mask. This really gets the blood circulating, gets the lymph moving through the skin to really help with purifying and healing the skin. You'll rinse that off, and then you'll use the Hydra Complex, which is now not called Hydra, called
Hydrating Relief Serum.
Hydrating Relief Serum, formerly Hydra Complex. This oil balances out your hormones. So as I said, this is a perfect kit for those people who are having hormonal breakouts. Even those who don't get breakouts love this. When my skin, especially in my early 50s, when I was just starting to be premenopausal, I would put this Hydra Complex on at night, and the next morning my skin would be, the texture would be better, it would be firmer. It just, the phytoestrogen in here is just amazing for the skin and really helps to firm the skin and balance out the hormones in the skin. So it really helps with those kind of breakouts that come at that time of month. So this kit is called Bright and Clear. The instructions come on a little card, and that is in the Reward Center. Now, one more thing.
Two more things.
Okay,
One of a tiny thing. This is another
do the tiny thing first.
Very low point amount, but it's the sample sachets of the anti-age system. Let me show you. You have a sachet of 1 and 2. This is enough for a couple days use. A little goes a long way with these. You apply 1, and then apply this step 2, and then just moisturizer, and that's it. So you cleanse, do these, then moisturizer. These replace everything else. So this is like for the skincare minimalist that wants to really pack a punch. You have a very streamlined routine. This is amazing for those people.
This is somebody who wants the best. They want the stem cells. This has amazing stem cells in it. It's got the vitamin C in it. It's got bakuchiol, which is a retinol alternative in it. It's just got everything that you need in 2 products. So you put on the serum, then you put on the accelerator, and you're good to go. Most people are good to go. Put on a moisturizing sunscreen. What would be moisturizing? Quench and Protect from Sorella, or Is Clinical Eclipse. One of those, or AOS Skin Perfection. That one's very moisturizing. Put on a moisturizing sunscreen, and you're good to go in 3 steps. You wash your face, put on the serum, put on the exfoliator, put on a moisturizing sunscreen, and you've done an amazing thing for your skin, and you're still a minimalist. So
My
That's pretty
biggest tip
fun.
for this is that it really boosts cell turnover, so you might feel a little tight and dry after using it for a week, and that is totally normal. Just get a little more moisturizer on your skin, keep going, it's good. You
As
want
your
that
skin
cell
gets
turnover.
healthier, it's going to slough off damaged cells. And so when it's going through that sloughing off period, people often think, oh no, this is drying me out or it's not moisturizing enough. And really just need to understand that we're a little bit like snakes, right? As that old skin has to come off, you see it, it's flakes. And
You
so
heard from
that's
her
why.
first. We're like snakes.
We're like snakes. The skin's got to come off. We go through sheds, okay? We go through shedding seasons, kind of like chickens too, where feathers fall out, right? Okay. So the next product is from Rhonda Ellison. This is a little product, a serum that doesn't get enough love. So it's called Aminopeptide Serum. The peptides, Celine will give you more technical data, but why I love this has got those peptides in it that actually freeze the muscles. So for me, I get a lot of tension in here. I just scrunch my eyes together and up here. And when I'm under a lot of stress, my whole face can just kind of look tight. This has those peptides that go in there and soften that up. And it's in a wonderful water base, and there's no fragrance in it. So what I love is that my clients who are sensitive to fragrance, my acne prone clients, my clients who want to put this underneath a sheet mask and use the Mitama to penetrate it deeper into the skin can all do that with this product. This is just like a little wonder product that you can layer with your other serums, and it works so well. Acne safe, rosacea safe, acne safe again, sensitive skin safe, just works for everybody. Anyone who hates fragrance, there's no fragrance in this. Now some clients love fragrance, and if they don't smell it, they're like, there's nothing in this, it doesn't do anything, because they don't smell anything. So I want you to know, you will not smell the serum when you put it on, but it really is doing something. It really is softening up that surface tension, surface fascia tension on the skin. So, Celine, do you want to tell us more about the peptides that are in there?
So it has a peptide similar to argireline. It's basically the upgraded version of argireline, and it helps to freeze those tension muscles and lines that you get. So I see this, so the way that I see this is it is a super potent argireline serum. So a lot of times you see serums that have, so it's actually acetylhexapeptide 8. You see that in a lot of products now, but it's like towards the end of the ingredient list. So you might get a little bit of benefit from it. It gives you a little bit, but this one, it's like, I believe it's the second ingredient after aloe. And so there's not even water in here until like way lower than that. So this is aloe, acetylhexapeptide, glycerin, super moisturizing,
Super
really
humectant.
firming for wrinkles.
Glycerin is a better humectant than hyaluronic acid.
It is, I like it better.
Everything in this works really well with conductive gel. So a lot of your microcurrent devices have settings, or a part of their current frequency is to penetrate products. This is going to be very friendly with that. It's going to love having microcurrent used with it to help drive it into your skin.
Yep, one of the best ways to use this is going to be using it, like targeting it on the areas that you want to use it. So you target here, you target out here, you can even kind of target out around here, just really targeting with it. It also is really nice and firming and hydrating for the rest of the face. You can just slap it all over too. Yeah. It definitely is not going to hurt at all.
When you put this serum on, you let it dry even before you put your moisturizer on, and look at your skin and just see how amazing it looks. It's why I love Rhonda Ellison. Her serums just give the skin a plump, beautiful glow, and they're all designed with excellent carriers so they get into your skin and they really make a difference. I really built my spa, I built my practice on Rhonda Ellison products because the clients come back. They see the results. They see the results in 2 weeks. They see the results, and then in 6 months, they're like, wow. And then they say to me, oh, I wish I'd been using this all my life. So you get your daughters started on it. Celine started on Rhonda Ellison in high school.
I still use it mostly. My routine is majority Rhonda Ellison.
Yeah, she would steal it's now called DNA Traversal. as if she needed DNA traversal. But I let her take it because it's a great antioxidant, but it was $110 a bottle. And I thought, oh my gosh, this got to be the only kid in the high school using this crazy expensive serum. But the products are wonderful, and they get the great results. So if you haven't tried any of them yet, reach out to us and I'll help you find the right one to get started on. Okay, did we cover everything?
We did.
We did.
We field questions.
We did. We can field questions because it's only 12:11. Let me go get my laptop and we will get questions going.
Okay, I wonder if I can see them from my phone too. I'll be right back.
Right.
Bella's looking at the window.
Okay, I'm gonna open up.
It's hot in here. Are you hot?
It is hot in here. We've had some leaks at the photo studio. So when I'm not here, I have it turned up to about 73 to keep everything dry and to dry up the water bags so we don't have any damaged furniture. Okay. But I've had to water my plants over time to keep them moist. They think we're in a tropical environment right now.
Stella, come here.
Okay. And we'll go to Teams. That's the easiest way to find it. Here we go. We're almost there for you guys. Make sure, yep, sound's turned off. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we have lots of little comments coming in here. Okay. Valentina says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, Valentina. Mary Brown says, yes, I did. Thank you so much for doing this. That was Mary. Mary, thank you for requesting this. It was super fun to do. I didn't realize how fun it would be. And we have Sherry wants to know Skin Buddy versus the Glow.
So different.
Yeah, so Skin Buddy is,
Do you have one here?
yeah, okay, go find one. Oh, it's right there on my top of my credenza. So the Skin Buddy's got some LED lights on it. It's using an ultrasonic, it's using ultrasonic vibrations to penetrate product into the skin. It's used to cleanse, but it's also used to drive ingredients into your skin. So like when we talked about the Aminopeptide Serum, we will put this on and then use, or your Cavapla, put on your Cavapla, use my Skin Buddy to work the serum into the skin. Now Hello Glow, that is not going to be used with any serums. It's only a manual cleansing device. So that's the difference with those puppies. My Skin Buddy, I don't take that in the shower. You don't take it in the bathtub because when it gets water in it, it stops working.
It's got a hole for the cord and it has a rubber stopper, but sometimes people forget to put that in there and they get water damage.
Water damage. This puppy goes right in the bathtub with you, no problem, and you're not going to ruin it. So there's your difference. Okay, Laura says, I don't have blackheads. Is it beneficial for anti-aging? The pads, yes. Ooh. So the Lemieux Vitamin C Clear Skin Pads, I really don't have blackheads either, but these pads are just really fun to use. Take off some, dry skin. Your skin's looking a little crepey, a little lackluster. These pads are going to get you glowing.
Yeah,
just absolutely glowing.
They just have like everything you think of in a really instant glow-giving product. Like one of those products, you use it at night and the next morning you see a big difference. It just has like all the ingredients for that.
Now, if you're in a sunny environment, use them at night and rinse them off. But right now, we hardly see the sun in Sacramento. It's been really overcast. Or, you're just not in a really sunny environment. You can use it during the day. This is a little cheat. These are a little cheat. And I want my skin to look extra perfect. That glycolic acid just kind of swells the tissues and makes it look really plump and juicy. And like we talked about the lines around the lips, helping with that. So definitely anti-aging all the way. Okay, Rosa says, what hydrating mask do you suggest for dehydrated skin?
Ooh, I don't have it here with me. There's a Michelle Corley mask. I believe it's called Plump and Renew mask.
Plump and Renew.
And that is really, really special mask. It's really nice and plumping while also having a little bit of clay to help detoxify the skin, so it still gives you that nice.
So
healthy
one
glow.
question I would want to ask you, Rosa, is, and you may not know, is your skin lacking water or is your skin lacking oil? Because you could be oil dry or you could be water dry. And so that would kind of help me determine which mask I would recommend to you. But generally at this time of year, people are with air conditioners, the heaters, and the cold wind outside, they're water and oil dry. So definitely that Michelle Corley mask, but also check out Lemieux's Hyaluronic Shea Mask. That mask, many clients use it as their night cream during these cold months because it is just so hydrating. It's like a balm. So try that Lemieux Hyaluronic Shea Mask. Leave it on all night like a sleeping mask, and then see how soft and beautiful your skin feels.
I will also say if you're seeing like dehydrated skin that's kind of feeling like deflated, kind of like crepey, the Hydra Velvet Sheet Mask is really amazing for plumping up the skin if it is dehydrated in that sense.
Also, Lemieux's
Any sheet mask, really. All of our sheet masks we carry are really plumping in a water-based.
Yeah, Lemieux BioCell sheet mask. That's another one that just really plumps up the skin. So there's some ideas for you to check out. Okay, Virginia says, you are dreams online. You are so sweet. I think she's telling us we're dreams.
I don't know. I think that's spam.
I'm going to take it as a compliment, so let's move on. Okay, Anne, best product for lip lines. So that's where you're going to grab these pads. Let me go grab the balm.
Okay.
Okay, at nighttime, you're going to do the pads.
Vitamin C Clear Skin Pads.
And then you're going to grab Hale and Hush. This is their Brilliant Eye and Lip Serum. You're going to have to open it because I just brought a new one in. Show them, it's like mermaid lips. It's got that opalescent oligopeptides. Going to do this at night because you're going to put it all around and then you're going to have this opalescent.
Well, I will say, so there are a lot of different versions of creams like this on the market, and I feel like this one is more workable. Let's see, I was going to shift too. So this one I feel like is a lot easier to work with than a lot of the ones that I've seen out there that tend to be really sticky. But that is what it looks like in a very thick swatch. So if you're applying a small amount, if you're applying a small amount and then you're working it into the skin, see once I've rubbed it in, that was a lot. But once I've rubbed it in, it's not like that anymore.
So that's your specialty treatment.
Healthy.
You can do that. Most skin types could do that every night. The other things, the TMP, Time Master Pro with the Cavaplugs serum. Put your Cavaplug right over your lips. Then grab your TMP and work it in for just 30 seconds over the lips to work that in. That really helps the lips as well. So there's two things for you. 2 more secrets. Mary says, this was fantastic. Thank you so much. Can this be a regular monthly edition? I learned so much about all these products. Mary, I think we're going to have to call this the Mary event. But I think this is a good idea. I think we should do this the week before the launch each month. It's super fun. And it's easy for me to plan for because I don't have to think that much. I know all my products, so Celine just throws products in front of me. I can just start telling you what each product does. So I don't have to prep. I like that. Okay, Valerie says, this was exciting. Can you make a suggestion on one bag that forms under my eye on the bone? Started with crying over the loss of my husband and then my dog. I try not to cry anymore. Oh, honey.
I'm sorry.
That's tough. Yeah, and my eyes get really puffy when I cry too. And so, Valerie, what you need are the Lemieux TGFB eye masks. You put those masks on the eyes, and it's like a sheet mask, and lay it on there. I find that you can use the same mask a couple times, especially if you keep them in the refrigerator. You can take it out, put it on. Only leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes. Don't leave it on too long just 5 to 10 minutes, take it off, and then put your regular moisturizer, your eye cream on top of it, and that just really depuffs that area. So give that a try and let me know how it works. Valerie says she has another question on the eye bag. I have the Zip, the MBK Body Curve, and just ordered the MBK Eye Rejuvenating Device. Okay.
You're gonna love the eye rejuvenator for that.
The Body Curve, no, you can't use that over the eye. It's too big. It barely even gets there. But the MBK, that will be a nice thing for you to use.
We have gotten so many amazing
The eye
reviews back for the eye
rejuvenator.
rejuvenator. People saying how they like that it's easy, because a lot of the tools we sell are like, you're giving yourself a full treatment, like the Clairvoyant and stuff.
Yes.
It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of work. The eye rejuvenator, you just like pick it up and just boop, 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 boop.
And use it on your lips.
Really, yeah. And
I
people
put it
say
on
they
my lips.
really see an instant depuffing.
Yeah.
So that's.
And you could put that Lemieux TGFB iPad on, and then you can even do that eye rejuvenator over the top of that. Or even our ice globes too. Either one that will work with. Laura says, I'm sold. I need those pads. It's no sun here in Alaska, right? But in Alaska, you've got that wind. So be careful about that wind burn. Okay, Lori, I lost the little rubber plug for the MSB. Do you know if they sell a replacement? No, they
I don't
sell
know.
replacements.
But, whoops, I accidentally just turned it on. But if you get water damage, if anything starts to happen in that little hole, they have a lifetime warranty on these bad
You
boys.
can send it back if it stops working.
Yep,
Send
and your
it
new
back
one
and
will
get
come
that
back,
on.
and they replace them with brand new devices, not refurbished, so it will have everything the first one came with.
If you're like me, you'll just lose it in a few weeks anyway. Because I lose mine every time.
The biggest suggestion I would have for them is I feel like with some devices they're like kind of attached.
Yeah.
So like even when it comes out, it's still kind of hanging on, and then you plug it back in. This one's just like you pull it out. And
Always
it's like,
forget, and then clean the counters, and it's gone.
so just store it far away from water. Be careful with that. But if something happens, they'll replace it. So
All right.
a big plus of the My Skin Buddy.
Valentina says, I missed the very beginning of the video where I thought you said that if you don't use your rewards this month, you will lose them. No, I didn't say that.
Points never, ever, ever expire. Ever. Never.
Your points never expire. They'll
You
still be there.
You can take a 5-year break from shopping with us, come back and have points.
Yes.
Don't do that.
What you did hear is that we have limited quantities.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So there's only so many. There's only so many of these, and when they're gone, then they're gone from the reward center. So if there's something that you heard about today that you really like, get your orders in sooner rather than later, because by the end of the month, things get really picked over.
I can say right off the bat, I think the things that will probably go first are Tashmu and the Rhonda Allison facial set. That's what we have the least amount of stock of. But everything else is looking pretty good right now, but you never know.
You never know. Sometimes you can't predict what everybody's going to get.
Especially,
excited
well,
about.
the biggest issue we've had right now, so I order all the stock for our skincare. The biggest issue I'm seeing is that the companies just don't have enough stock because of supply issues. So we've had so many out of stocks the last 6 months, which has been so tough because we'll have products we really want our customers to use, and we can't get it because of stock issues. So that's been tough.
So this person is, Katie wants to know about using an LED device when you have hyperpigmentation. So most of your LED devices, like the My Skin Buddy and the TMP, are not strong enough to trigger hyperpigmentation. You're going to be fine with those. When we're talking at a therapeutic level, so when you get out your light stem, that is strong. And if you get hyperpigmentation, then you want to hold it off your skin and move it around. So with the light stem, it stays in one spot for 3 minutes. I can't do that. I can't keep it in one spot. I just move it all around. And I have found that I can even touch the skin if I'm moving it all around the whole time. But if I just hold it in one spot for 3 minutes, then I'm going to trigger the deepening of some of my hyperpigmentation.
Because it gets hot.
It does.
It's
It gets
not
warm.
like burning your space hot, but it's warm.
It's warm,
definitely very
and
warm.
my body reacts to that. It's like, oh no, look out, we better protect Jeana. So lots of dark pigment.
Yeah,
So-
but this is such an important
But this
question.
won't do
though.
it.
I feel like
Yeah.
this is such an important question, and as someone, when I go out and I try to find more LED devices for us to bring in because it's such an amazing technology, I'm always asking and trying to get this information from the vendors, like how warm does this device get? How hot does this get? Is this gonna stick? Is this gonna be an issue for people with melasma? And a lot of times they don't have answers for me, which is really
They
frustrating.
don't, or they'll say, "Oh, it'll make it dark for a few minutes and then it'll fade." And I'll say,
Yeah.
"That's not
Like,
true because I've tried
Yeah.
it. We
Or-
tested on Jeana."
Or they'll say, well, like, our devices get like a little bit warm, but it's not hot enough to do that. And then you try it and you're like, this is
This
freaking
is
hot.
hot.
So it's a really important question to ask.
Yeah. Sherry wants to know what works for hollowing of the eye area. So when you're getting that hollowness under here, that's a loss of fat pad. And so the Mitama. The Mitama is our only device that actually goes to work to re-densify the skin. What you're losing there is skin density. So as far as devices go, the only device that's really going to help to re-densify the skin is the Mitama Renew Plus. As far as skincare products, Neogenesis Eye Serum with the stem cells in it, using that at nighttime is going to help. And then you are probably one of those people that can get away with using Cavapla a little closer to the eye area. My mother-in-law has a similar issue with getting some kind of sunkenness underneath her eyes, and she can use Cavapla in that area because she could use some plumping and puffing, where others of us who use that get a puffy eye. So there's some tips for you on that. Karina says, this is good because I have a lot of points. Yes, we had some great events. Of Black Friday, we had a double point event. Everybody's got points coming out their ears, so we're trying to keep lots of fun gifts around for you guys.
I will say, if you have a ton of points, make sure you go in, and if you're interested in it, get Hydrotox before it leaves the reward center. Because we're, so TOG, the manufacturer for Hydrotox, all the Scopal products, now called HOP, they do not allow any discounting or sales. So having them in the rewards shop is the only time that we'll have like any specials on top beauty products. So that Hydrotox is one. If you have a lot of points,
go
sign
get your
Hydrotox.
Hydrotox now. The pads are amazing. There's some exfoliating pads in there that are really gentle but great for exfoliating the skin. They're a little more gentle than the ones we showed you today from Lemieux. And then there's a gold serum in that. So anybody who has expression lines, across the forehead, anywhere on the face where you're starting to get deeper lines, that Hydrotox goes after it similarly to how this serum is going to go after it. It's got those freezing peptides in it. But that Hydrotox system is on steroids, right?
It's
It's
on
just
a different
super pump. Yeah, it just takes it to a whole new level as far as really working on those lines. I want to get Michelle in here, Celine's dad, my husband. He has the most expressive forehead you can ever imagine. His eyebrows just wiggle all over, and he's got deep crevasses on his forehead, and nothing, not even Hydrotox is going to make those go away, right? Because the muscles just keep moving it. But the before and after pictures that we've taken of him using the system for a month really softened up those lines on his forehead, and it was a real testament to how Hydrotox, it's not going to stop the muscles from working like Botox does, but it definitely really softens those lines and makes a very nice difference in the texture of the skin. Okay, here we go. Bernadette says, I'm new to Art of Skincare and just happened to stumble on this YouTube Live. Do you live every Tuesday? If so, what time? Thanks, Happy New Year. I'm loving my new skincare products. Yes, Bernadette, I do this every Tuesday at 11:30. You can tune in live. We have different topics each week. Starting in January, once a month, we will be having Mitama Day, where we'll be talking about the Mitama device and advanced techniques to do with it. Sometimes we talk about acne, sometimes we talk about the neck, sometimes we just talk about whatever is just coming up a lot. If people are asking me a lot of questions on live chat, I'm going to bring it here and we're going to talk about it. This is an opportunity for you guys to ask me questions. When you reach out to the website at Art Skincare and you get my skincare specialists, They do their best to help you, but you will not be able to talk to me there. There's just too many people and not enough of me. This is the one place where you can pop in like this and we can have a little bit of a conversation. So, let's see.
So Lisa answered Valentina's questions about what you missed at the beginning.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Thank you, Lisa. You're a little assistant. I love it. Karina says, great video. Happy New Year. Sherry says, thank you. Madeline. Madeline's my daughter, as you can tell from her last name on there. She's got a message on there, and she said that her dad, Michelle, my husband, gave her those expressive forehead lines too. So she's 30, early 30s. And she's got those lines too. And so we need to get her some Hydratalk so she can have fun playing with that. So we were going to introduce Stella. I think that's it. Oh, here's another one. They just keep popping in here. Oh, Lori Holmquist. Yeah, she's one of my consultation clients. She says, love AOS and the products I've tried. Buy a consult from Jeana, a terrific investment. Thank you so much, Lori. I'm so glad that you're enjoying your products and it's worked out for you. You know, buying a consultation can seem expensive, but if you look at how much money it can save you in wasted money. So a lot of times if you're not sure what to buy and you buy this and that, and a lot of my clients will do that, you have this whole cabinet full of products that maybe aren't the right products for you, or are, and you're just not sure what order to put them on in or if they're right for you. So when you get a consult with me, I can help you dial it down and get just the right products that are for you, and so that we really see those results that you want to see. Madeline says that her daughter says her forehead is crumbly like grandpa. Out of the mouths of babes. And Lori says that she loves that sorry, the messages are coming in faster than I can read. She loves that I've involved my daughters. You know, my daughters went off to college and then eventually came back to work for Artist Skincare. First of all, Artist Skincare helped get them through college. My husband too. My husband paid their tuition, and then I paid all their living expenses through college. That's part of the reason I started Artist Skincare 15 years ago. So we got them all through college, and then one by one they all came back and got on board here, and each doing things that they just excel at, from project management to Celine's very much like me. She's that ingredient junkie. She really knows her products and what they do. And Mahalia in our marketing team, she's our creative muse, and she does an amazing job of designing the emails that you guys get and the banners on our website, and her team is just fabulous. So then we came down to Kathy. Love the videos. Thank you so much for sharing all these valuable tips, saving up for a consultation. Good for you. In the meantime, you know, if it's a hardship, do the customized protocol. You get to work with Jeana, who works right with me, and with a customized protocol, it's only $30. We choose the right brand for you, and you get to choose one main area of concern, whether it be blemishes or aging or hyperpigmentation. You pick an area that you want to go to work on, and we'll put together a protocol that fits your budget and that will work for you and get you those results that you want. Okay. Bernadette says, I agree with Lori. After my consult, I purged all my other skincare products. I know. Doesn't that feel good, actually, to throw away all the stuff you don't need? Celine and I are bad that way because we're always trying new products. We have to stay up on the cutting edge of everything out there. So our bathroom counters are covered with products, and not only just skin products, but hair products. Oh, we have to throw away hair products all the time because we're always also looking for acne-safe hair care that's good. Mm-hmm. So we are always trying things and have way too much in our counters and have to throw away a lot of stuff.
we just pass it on to oftentimes. So we have a bin at work that that is like returns that are sanitary enough for someone to go and take home and use. But we also put like our personal purchases that we don't need anymore into there. Like I put a bunch of non-acne safe hair care into there, and it was gone the next day. It's just kind of we just pass it on to the
pass on the
the
love.
arty skincare bin.
As we are definitely fanatics.
Yes.
Okay, Parvin says, get the consultation with Jeana. It's face changing. I love that. Face changing. Yes, Parvin Malik. We just worked recently together, and that's super fun. Can't wait to do more work with you. So, you guys, it's now our full hour's up, 12:30.
It's time for tacos.
We're gonna go get some tacos, and then Celine is gonna make some videos for you guys that our acne friends out there that show you how to do weeks 1 and 2 of our acne protocols. It'll show you exactly how to do a morning routine, and then she'll show exactly how to do the PM routine for weeks 1 and 2. And then next week we'll add on to that and do weeks 2 and 3. Because with our acne program, we have to keep gently changing it and bumping up how we do things every few weeks until your skin is clear. So we're gonna start making some videos. We give you full typed out instructions, which are pretty easy to follow, but we're discovering that you guys really love videos, and so we're going to make some videos to go along with those so we can email you. When we send you your instructions, we'll send this little email with a video of Celine actually putting it on her skin so that you can get all those little tips on how long to wait in between products and stuff like that. So that's what our plan is today. I hope that you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful new year. And we'll see you back here in 2022.
Yeah.
Dang.
Happy New Year.
All right. Bye, everyone.